Welcome to my channel. So, you're sitting there, wondering how to bring back a relationship that feels like it slipped through your fingers. Maybe your partner left, maybe it all ended too soon, and now you're searching for that one plan, that one way to turn things around. If this sounds like you, you're exactly where you need to be. Stay with me to the end, because this might just change the way you see the entire situation. I'm going to be honest from the start. Most people, when faced with heartbreak, make one very common mistake. They listen only to their emotions, to that voice inside their chest yelling, "Do whatever it takes." That's why we see so many chasing after their ex, texting nonstop, begging, even sending emotional stories on social media. I mean, you've probably seen those posts. "The nights are darker now," or "The ocean's frozen without you." Sound familiar? But here's the catch. Acting from desperation rarely brings anyone back. And if it does, it's often for the wrong reasons. When we operate purely from emotion, we fall into a trap. We might get them to return, but it won't be a healthy return. Instead of being equals, we create an imbalance. You become the one constantly proving your worth, constantly adjusting to make them stay. And soon, that beautiful connection you once had feels like a power struggle, where they control the terms, and you're left wondering, what happened to us? The truth? When you chase someone out of fear of losing them, you're inviting them back into a relationship built on guilt or pity. Do you really want that? Or would you rather build something authentic and mutual? So, what's the smart move here? What's the plan that works? First, and brace yourself. You need to step back. Completely. No contact. No texting. No accidental likes on their stories. No cryptic posts aimed at them. Nothing. Give them silence, and give yourself space. At least 30 days. I know, it sounds like forever. But this isn't about punishing them. This is about giving both of you the air to breathe. You see, when someone ends a relationship, it's usually because the emotions attached to that space, your shared space, became heavy, uncomfortable, or overwhelming. If you flood that space with more sadness, guilt, or pressure, you're reinforcing the very reason they left. But if you create silence, now you've introduced curiosity, even longing. The human mind is wired this way. When we lose a source of emotional connection, after some time, we start wondering, what if? What are they doing? Do I miss them? And if there was genuine love, even if it faded for a while, this silence can bring it back to life. But here's the key. It's not just about making them miss you. It's about you. During this 30-day period, your job isn't just to wait it out. Your job is to rebuild. You see, in any relationship, we tend to shift from me to we. Our energy, our time, our focus, they all start revolving around the relationship. And when that ends, we're left with a gap, an emptiness where that we used to be. Your mission now? Fill that gap with yourself. Start focusing on your own life. Remember the version of you before the relationship, the version that had hobbies, passions, and dreams? Go back there. Exercise regularly, not to get revenge, but because movement clears your head and boosts your confidence. Take up something new, maybe a skill you always wanted to learn but kept postponing. Change your style if you feel like it. Cut your hair, freshen up your wardrobe, or simply spend more time with yourself. Why? Because when you focus on you, magic happens. You start smiling more, your energy shifts, you stand taller, think clearer, and most importantly, you regain control over your emotions. You stop reacting and start choosing. And here's the thing. When you do reconnect with that person down the line, they'll see it too. They won't see the same person they left behind. They'll see someone who has grown, someone stronger, someone who didn't crumble but transformed. Now what happens after the 30 days? You're stronger, calmer, and hopefully more at peace. You've gone through what we call the grief stages: the sadness, the anger, the guilt, maybe even shame. And by now, you've started to heal. This healing is key. Why? Because trying to win someone back while you're still hurting will only attract them through sympathy, not genuine love. All right, so you've made it this far. What now? It's time to reconnect. Carefully. No grand declarations, no emotional outbursts. Instead, send a light, warm message. Maybe bring up a fun memory you both shared, something that would make them smile. A private joke, a sweet moment from your past, anything that reminds them of the good times, not the pain. Then you wait. Don't spam. Don't double text. Let them come to you too. Relationships are like a dance. It's two people moving in rhythm. If you're doing all the stepping forward and they're just standing still, it's not a dance, it's a chase. If they reply, great. Keep it light. Don't bring up the breakup or your feelings right away. Let the reconnection happen organically, without pressure. Over time, as you both ease back into conversations, and if you feel the energy is positive, you can suggest meeting up in person. Now, when you finally meet, and this part is crucial, show up as your best self. Relaxed, confident, no tension, no hidden agenda. The goal isn't to corner them into coming back. The goal is to reintroduce them to someone who's comfortable in their own skin, someone who feels good about themselves, someone they remember fondly and want to be around again. And I'll tell you something powerful. When you approach it this way, two things can happen. Either they reconnect with you genuinely, or you realize with a clearer head that maybe they weren't the right one after all. Either way, you win. And just a note here, if you were responsible for something that hurt them, if you know deep down that you crossed a line, broke trust, or did something wrong, then yes, an apology is in order. A sincere, no-excuses apology, not to manipulate them, but to take responsibility. However, even after apologizing, give them space. Let them decide if they want to come back without pushing them. So, here's the takeaway. Don't try to win them back from a place of weakness. Win yourself back first. Rebuild your confidence, your calm, your spark. Then, if the relationship revives, it will be real, based on mutual respect and attraction, not desperation or guilt. And if it doesn't revive, know that you've just graduated from one of life's hardest lessons with grace and power. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Take care of your heart, and remember, you are already enough.